right, so the first coach that I did for my coaching observation report was Langdon Powell. He's the head coach for our baseball team here at North Greenville University. I would say one of Landon's strengths is his communication with his coaching staff and his players. He's super honest, he's super upfront, he just kind of tells you like it is. He's one of those coaches where if he sees a problem, he's going to fix it right there. He's also one of those coaches where it's his way or the highway, so you just kind of got to pick and choose what you take away from him. I would say that Langdon is very organized between the amount of guys that he has, his roster having over 50 players, their practice times, especially in the spring when they play, when it comes to traveling, getting hotels, getting them out of class, buses, food, whatever that is. I would say that Langdon is very organized. He stays on top of that, but he's also one of those coaches where he loves winning. So we all know that Langdon played college in South Carolina. He played for the Oakland A's for a little bit. So Langdon is one of those coaches where he just shares his coaching experience with you. He's going to help you out in any way that he can. The second coach that I did was Kelvin Long. He's the head coach for our women's basketball team here at North Greenville University. I would say he recently came in, and I would say that the wisdom and knowledge that he brought in for our women's team was exactly what our team needed to be rebuilt. So his practices consist of a lot more drills than necessarily running plays. Coach Long likes to focus on the fundamentals of his players and building them up in that aspect. So that way, when it comes to game time, they're able to run through plays and be fundamentally sound. I would also say that Coach Long, he's very influential with his communication. So he kind of has like a father-daughter, but also coach-player relationship with his team. They know that they can come talk to him about anything. Super honest and upfront communication from both ends. But even then, Coach Long is one of those players where he's not really he doesn't get frustrated easily. He doesn't show his frustration. He's just kind of just gonna raise his tone just a little bit, but he's not gonna yell at you. But he'll let the referees have it every now and then. The third coach that I did was Dr. Battenfield. He's the head coach for our men's volleyball team here at North Greenville. So with his experience in working in college athletics and coaching volleyball, I mean, he delegates his work because of how much wisdom and knowledge he has in the game. So between his assistant coaches and his GAs, he'll delegate the work to them. He'll allow them to play with his team. And he just runs the team like it's a business, as it should be. And he's very good about keeping communication clear, staying on top of things. Because he runs it like a business, it's more organized than most people would think. And so I would even say, even in the way that he communicates, he's very instructional in his words. So he just allows input from everybody, but at the end of the day, Dr. B is Dr. B, and what he says goes because he's the boss man. The fourth coach that I did was Grayson Reams. He's the AAU basketball coach at the Upward Star Center. Grayson and I actually played in high school together. One specific thing about Grayson is, yes, he's still learning to be a coach. So I would say one of the things that I saw is a lot of the offensive and defensive sets that we ran in high school, he brought those into his program. They have proven to be very effective. So he's grown in his knowledge and in his way of coaching. I would like to point out that his discipline consists of running 17s. And so 17s are side-to-side line sprints within a certain amount of time. He got that from high school. The last coach that I did was CJ Thomas. He's the head C-Team men's basketball coach at Eastside High School. CJ and I actually played together as well. So I would say his understanding of the game is at an entirely different level than that of others. So he's always had a good understanding of the game because what we did in practice in high school, he's kind of turned that over a little bit towards his practices. So they're more drill-oriented. He focuses on fundamentals first. So he will literally walk through a drill first and then let his players do it. So he'll plan out specific drills so that his players can become better. I would even say that he's grown in his discipline tactics. He likes to repeat a drill until it's done right. It doesn't matter how long it takes. He's gonna repeat that drill until it is done. So I would say that is one specific thing about him. So that's all I got. Thank you.